The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
I know, you can't tell who's who. Really, it's just two bald guys on a blue curtain. Right? It's like the Zach Galifianakis thing, Between Two Ferns. Really, our show title should just be not the Not So Late Show. Even though that is very descriptive of our time slot at 9 p.m.
Well, at midnight is now at 11:30, so...
Yeah, well, then it should be the Not So Early Show. Right?
How about, because we're now approaching middle age, it's not that late.
It's not that late. It's not. I'm not dead. I think I'll go for a walk.
You're not fooling anyone you know.
Yes. Not dead. Anyways, how the hell are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Yeah? What'd you do this week? Did you do anything fun?
I don't know. What
No?
have I done? Oh, you know what I did?
What?
I forked my back up pretty good.
Really? How'd you do that?
Replacing all the screens in my house, because if there's anything that screams you're middle-aged and a homeowner, it's replacing every screen in your house.
Well, it's not. Well, the thing that screams middle age, I think, more is
It's
just
the back pain from
Well, it's this back pain. Yeah, you're like wake up in the morning and you're like, ah!
That and being about 10 years older than you are.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, that just waking up, be like, ah! It's like, who stabbed my abdomen? And it's really just you getting old.
Yeah, but...
That hasn't happened to me. Yeah.
Give it 2 more years and you'll be here.
Oh, good. Really?
Of course, I was doing all the replacement on a dining room table instead of like a proper workbench. So I'm
really,
like,
I still have the lifelong problem though of really just trying to make sure I don't shit myself before I get senile.
oh, okay.
That's that's all every guy can hope for. Is the case of like, oh well, here's a fart. Am I in good company? Okay, I can let this fart. Oh, you're like no.
Our fart's supposed to be lumpy.
Oh,
No.
yeah, really, that's kind of like just like guy life goals. Is like don't shit yourself before you get senile.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do
don't
that.
fart. Don't fart in front of a pretty girl. Don't shit yourself at all.
Maybe we should do that, like guy life goals.
Guy life goals. That's a good top 3.
That sounds good. All right, maybe we'll do that later. All right.
Not a lot in tech newsland, so guess what? You're probably going to have a top 3.
So other than hurting your back, doing mundane household things, what else did you do?
That's not mundane, though. That's a good thing to know how to do, and it's actually quite simple.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and ask you, fair audience, how would you describe replacing all the screens in your house?
I mean, it's dull and boring. However...
Dull and boring, you like go to thesaurus, you look up dull and boring, you'll see like mundane. Matter of fact, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna go on thesaurus. Hold on. I'm gonna go on thesaurus.com and I'm gonna search for boring.
I didn't know that thesaurus.com was a thing.
It is, like dictionary.com. Boring and mundane.
Okay.
It's dull, boring, and mundane.
I like my small words better.
All right, fantastic.
Because you know what? They don't make my head hurt.
Also, trite would also
Is that
be
a fish?
That's tripe.
Ah.
Yeah. Also, short would be drab or flat, dull, insipid. If you're British.
I think that's a class of Federation starship.
Yes.
The insipid
USS
class.
Insipid.
We're just going along. There's nothing going on here. Oh, there's a planet.
Yep.
Oh, look, a gas cloud.
Speaking of which, are you excited by Seth MacFarlane's, kind of Star Trek parody series?
If
What's that called
no.
again?
I did know it. It'll come to me.
It's not Ensigns, I know that much.
No. Yeah, and that's what pisses me off because all that show is the Star Trek Ensigns that we've talked about on this show for quite some time. And is it on NBC? Do you remember?
I think it's going to be on Fox.
Is it a Fox thing?
By the way, does Kent get Cablevision?
Yes. No. Yes, they do.
Doug, they
No?
do not? All right, so
Were
he
they
probably
charter?
didn't actively rip it off.
No, he was visiting somebody else in like Cornwall that does get us.
When we were talking
No,
about
but-
this like 8 years ago.
But you have to admit
Uh-huh.
that there have been a lot of things that we've talked about that all of a sudden people on NBC were suddenly doing in a very short amount of time.
That is true.
So for Seth MacFarlane to possibly have seen our show somehow of something we were talking about randomly, not out of the question.
I feel like you're giving us far too much credit, but sure, we'll take it.
Look, we have great ideas. We just have no way of executing them.
That's not entirely true. We're just lazy.
And blue collar. You're so poor you don't even have a collar.
Well, details.
That's what you get for buying that thing you bought.
Yes.
So
Could be any number of things, frankly.
it's really true.
Really, if you just want to look at my Amazon shopping list, it's really just appalling. I bought a Leatherman today.
Of all people, you don't have a Leatherman already? Or
No,
you just
I've-
wanted another Leatherman?
No, I've got one, but I took the knife out of it so I could make a TSA safe. I have another, and I can't find it for the freaking life of me, so I bought another. There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, I think besides doing all the, besides doing all the screens, it actually felt good because I watched a YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
Then my friend Steve, who you know,
Mm-hmm.
brilliant carpenter, can basically, no, not basically, he just do everything.
Right.
I was like,
And then
hey,
he was like, hey, Steve, how do you do this? He's like, why are you calling me? Just go on the internet.
no, that's not fair because he came over to my house to hide from his wife. So while he was there, I asked
Oh,
him.
good. I hope his wife isn't watching tonight.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, he actually had to come over for a legit reason.
Okay.
I just like to tease him because it gets him in trouble.
Fair-
Anyway, so I was like, hey, while you're here, I'm like, is this really hard to do? And he's like, no, watch this. He's like, now, lay it down. Cut. And now, rolly.
And
then
trim.
spline, all
Yep.
the way around. And then, and you're done. Yay, next. And he's like, I'm like, that's it? He's like, yeah, and that's what places charge you like $20 or $30 to do. Something that just took you 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. And I did
You're
it.
like, only 37 more to go.
Yeah, there were 16 total.
Were there really?
Yeah, there
Oh.
were.
All right.
Mr. Back was a little sad.
Fair enough.
But then I had ice cream and I was happy.
See, not so bad.
But you have started doing something over the last 4 days, which, when I called you, I didn't think it was really you.
I killed Brad and have replaced him.
You have.
I look
So,
exactly like him.
I know you're one of his clones.
Yes.
So, clone.
Mm-hmm.
What did you start doing this week?
I found out that ESPN has a gym.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Was it like hiding in a dungeon
And
somewhere?
not the
or-
Jewish God thing, but that's the. Never mind. Yeah.
I'm here. You went here on me.
Doug got that joke. Really? I bet you Rob would get that joke.
Rob's
No?
not here, man.
He's gone.
Like
Oh,
gone
okay.
for the day, gone? Yeah. You didn't even
Oh.
say goodbye, Dick.
Dick. Well, he's not here to hear it. Dick!
There you
Anyways,
go.
Yeah. No.
Hey, can you write that down for episode title? Rob's a dick. Thank you.
It might have to be Rob's a Dick 2, because I'm sure that had to be an episode title at some point in the past.
All right, Rob's still a dick.
Rob's still a dick. Yes, perfect.
Actually, I'm going to put that in my tech news thing so I don't forget it.
No, Yahweh is Hebrew for God, basically.
Oh, no, that I got.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to be clever. Just remember, like, a joke is like dissecting a frog. You learn a lot in the process, but in the end you kill it.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought you said like gym or something. I apologize. I
No.
misheard you. I'm sorry.
No, I said that too. I've actually been exercising. So ESPN has a gym, believe it or not.
It's just like a treadmill and like a...
No, it's very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been going to the gym at work. I've exercised 4 days in a row for at least an hour each day.
How your legs feeling?
I feel awful.
Yeah, you do. when I was actually able to go to the gym on a regular basis and do everything, it was just like, why am I doing this? And then I lost weight. I'm like, oh, that's why. And I'm like, why can't I feel my legs?
Yeah.
Am I paralyzed? I'm like, I hope not.
I don't know. It hurts so much. No.
So have you just been doing like cardio stuff, or you've been doing weights too?
Some strength training, a little bit, like not free weights, but they have. It's all the machines. And
Always
stuff.
remember one thing:
Uh-huh.
muscles burn fat faster.
Yes.
So if you put on muscle, it's going to chew the fat up.
Yep.
Just saying.
So,
you can build your
me and my
endurance.
nemesis, the stair climber.
Oh.
So I did 60 floors today.
I was too heavy for our stair climber at my gym.
Were you really?
It's like I step on it and I could feel it slipping. I'm like,
Well, that's okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the one that
yeah.
does at. Yeah, it does that there. I get on it. It's like slowly like. It's like it's not on. It's on lock.
yeah, it's like I was not built for this.
Yeah.
No.
No. Why do you hate me? So yeah. So I did like for instance, I did like that. I've discovered that I'm actually a pretty big fan of the rowing machine.
That actually, like, seriously hurt
Yeah.
my back just because of the motion.
Right.
And just because of how tall I am.
Hashtag
It's
you're
just
doing
like,
it wrong.
No, I actually had a trainer teach me exactly how to do it. I'm like,
Hashtag you taught you how to do it wrong.
that could be true.
Yeah.
No, my gym has very good trainers, so.
All right. Well, no. Yeah, rowing machine. So I've actually.
That's good.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice.
In case you have
can
to
get
row
into it
up
like,
the
Oh God,
mountain.
I don't want to make that motion again. Oh, it all hurts so much.
Why does it hurt?
Why
so
does it
bad?
hurt? So like I did 3K on that. I found
If
for
you ever have to row up a mountain in Iceland,
yes,
you're ready.
Yeah. I also found because I want to work on upper body strength. They have like the stationary like hand bikes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those things are cool. They're like la la la.
Your arms are like, no.
Well, no, it's not bad because they have like the program where like la 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 la, and then all of a sudden they're like fast mode for like 10 seconds where it's like maximum lock. It's like ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I honestly look like one of those ridiculous people you see on TV in the arm wrestling competitions, where I'm like la 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 la. Just making gurgling noises.
Yeah, but just think of how good you're going to look after you do it for a while. As long as you stick with it.
Yeah. No, so my plan is to do it 6 days a week and take Saturdays off.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can.
You can actually, if you stick with it and do
Yeah.
it 5 days a week, you can actually just take your supposed days off
Right.
and just not worry about it.
Well-
But you got to remember, diet is a huge part of it too.
Yeah.
You don't have to starve yourself, but
Yeah, well, it's
this
one
is for
of-
you guys out there. It's not just for us.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like when I was like dieting before, I pretty much was starving myself, and it's like
You can't do that.
And like this isn't sustain. Like that's why I got to like 4 days ago. I was coming up on Iceland. Like I gained back a bunch of weight after New Zealand. I'm like, this isn't sustainable. I can't keep doing that. So I was like, you know what, gym. And it was like for that, like I'll have a good sized lunch, and I'll usually have like a smaller dinner or something like that.
The best thing to do, actually, and when they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, they actually say that you should have a good amount of protein within the first hour of waking up.
Yeah.
And make breakfast
You know
your
what happens when you
biggest
have protein after you wake up?
poop. Oh, that's true. Make breakfast your biggest meal. That way you're going and working it off as you're moving throughout the day. Have a salad, like a chicken salad. Those are actually really decent because the protein in the chicken. And then for dinner, just have something just to tide you over until you start over again the next day.
Yeah, like what I've been doing is I've been having like a normal like lunch. Like I don't know, I had like a burrito one day, and then I had what did I have the day before that? I think I had like
Half
little,
a cow.
like pasta trattoria or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
And then like dinner, I'll have like I actually been getting like the little protein packs. Have you seen those?
I've heard of them.
They're like adult Lunchables.
Oh.
Yeah, so well they're like mini adult Lunchables. So it's like
For
here's-
$19, you can have this one piece
Well, you can
of
buy for like
something.
$1.70 at Walmart.
Oh, that's not
And it's like it's very very small portions, but it's like a little bit of ham cubes, a little bit of cheese cubes, and usually some sort of nuts.
Yeah, do you know why they're that small?
Why?
Because that's one serving size.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Mike's not picking it up, but anyways,
You don't know that.
yeah.
But,
Let's hope not.
We may be talking about adult things, but we also fart.
Yeah, all the time.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we call that subtle fart humor.
Yeah, amongst ourselves.
Yeah. So no, yeah, I've been exercising. So when I do that, I did a little time on the treadmill today, and
Good.
gonna try and actually like get to a mile time that's not shameful. You know, it's That's the idea, anyways.
Like I said, if you want to...
I suck at running, though, because I'm like, I have, like...
You better check yourself.
I know. We have, I have size 15 feet, so, like...
Huge.
So it makes it difficult for the stair climber because, like, the stairs are only so wide.
Yeah.
So, like, I end up, like, feet end up hurting after that. And for, like, because
so your feet are hanging off like this off
They
the
are,
back
yeah.
of it. You're like,
Eh.
this isn't comfortable.
Yeah, it hurts the balls of your feet.
Balls.
Yes. But, like, on the treadmill, like, running and stuff, I suck at running because I have, like, no arch.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like... But
Well,
I
that
like...
plus my height plus the
Right.
length of my legs. As
Plus
you know,
how-
because
plus
you've
how
seen
fat
me.
we are.
Well, that doesn't help
Yeah.
either. But the amount of impact, just because of how tall I am
Yeah.
on the joints, it's just like, nah, bro.
Yeah, one of these days
Nah.
I expect to be on the treadmill, be like, thud, 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 and actually put my foot through the treadmill.
Make sure someone's videoing it. So
Yeah,
you can
just
have
put a
good
hole in the
laugh.
hole through the treadmill, through the belt, just kind of like Tom and Jerry cartoon style.
Oh, that'd be great. Not for you, but for us, for the comedic value.
Yeah, that'd be good. So really, I'm trying to start getting in shape. It's a little late to do anything impactful for when I go on vacation coming up, but
Yeah, when is that?
2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, no show in 2 weeks.
Boom. I'll have a show next week, but yeah.
Next week, but not in 2 weeks.
Yep. So let's see. I did that. I started packing for that trip too. And part of the plan is to do like a lot of hiking when we're out there. And I just got word today that the road should be open up, so it looks like hiking's on, which is great.
Yay.
So I've been packing like all of like the food that gonna bring on there. For 3 people, for 5 days, essentially 5 days. It's essentially 5 days. Works out to be about like you don't realize like how much food you eat until you're actually like, and here it all is.
Yeah.
Like I probably overpacked a little bit, but it's better to do that in case there's like a blizzard. Going to Iceland, so it's a real possibility. And it's around 35 pounds for 3 people for 5 days.
Or if you split it up, it's 12 pounds each.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, so around 12 pounds each. And you're like, am I really going to eat 12 pounds worth of food over 5 days?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And then you figure it out. It's like, well, and even though a lot of it's dehydrated, you figure like, okay, you figure over 5 days, so that's like 2.4 pounds a day, and then you divide that over 3 meals. That's 0.8 pounds a meal. Like people eat steaks that are 16 ounces. So you're like, okay, yeah, this kind of computes. You don't quite realize how large that is, but it's actually kind of fun. Like, I was going online, like figuring out like what I can camp cook and stuff. I'm gonna make cheesecake again. When I was in New Zealand, I made cheesecake in the middle of nowhere. It was amazing. I'm totally gonna do that again.
Oh, as you should.
Except now I can plan for it all. So I've got this wonderful apple cobbler planned, and
So each person's going to have 12 pounds of food.
Right.
For their 5-day excursion.
yes,
You understand that weighs more than Sarah.
yeah, pretty much. We're making her carry it all.
Build those leg muscles!
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be cool. But yeah, no, like I have been abusing the vacuum packer. I've just been vacuum packing everything, which is great. And by the way, I think I've come up with a brilliant idea
Another one of your brilliant ideas?
for camping.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
so when you're for anyone who does like any long distance hiking or camping or whatever, so if you ever vacuum pack your food, right? You always, especially if you have to hike out your trash, which you do on pretty much most hikes you go on, you end up having like a lot of trash and like a lot of food trash. So you have like these like bags with like food residue and all that stuff.
Right.
If you use the vacuum pack bags, get yourself one of those like battery powered like push close sealers that you move across like the top of a chip bag. So you can actually like take all your trash, stuff it in one of the empty like vacuum pack bags that you've taken everything out of, like really roll it up and then like heat seal it shut.
Right.
It's brilliant.
I guess, yeah.
Well, that way you don't have to bring like extra garbage bags and you don't get like, like chicken cacciatore residue all over the inside of your bag.
We eat like kings when we go hiking.
Yes. Yeah. I'm bringing it.
Yes.
I've got everything. I've got this set.
Is it all MRE or?
No, almost none of it.
Wow.
So like a lot of it's like the Mountain House, like freeze dried stuff, and some of it's like other brands and what have you. But some of it, like you put together like lunches, like you can get like the bags of like the no drain cooked chicken, and like I vacuum packed that with a couple mayo packets, and also vacuum packed a small bag of chopped walnuts and cranberries. So you like take the chicken and you put in the cranberry walnuts and a little mayo. You make yourself some delicious cranberry walnut chicken salad
There you go.
in the middle of the mountain somewhere.
And what a beautiful view you'll have.
Yes, indeed. And I'm bringing the drone. It's gonna be so much fun.
As long as the Brad is happy. That's
Yes.
what we say.
Well, I even have a portable battery pack with an AC plug, so I can charge the drone batteries.
How long do those batteries last in that new one?
I mean, realistic flight time. We're talking about the DJI Mavic. The advertised flight time is 27 minutes.
Realistic time is.
Realistically, landing with a good amount of reserve is probably 15 to 20 minutes. Or 15 to 18, really. But that's still quite a while. Actually, this last week, I'm sure you probably saw it on Facebook. You guys didn't, because I didn't post it
I didn't.
on our show page. But there was a bear in my yard. So I like flew the drone out to the bear.
Did you really?
Wait, you didn't see the bear?
No, I didn't.
How
at
did
all.
you not see the bear video?
I have no idea.
Really? Oh, that's right. You're not on Facebook.
That's probably a good reason.
Yeah, that would do it. All right. All right. Hold on.
I'm going to see a bear video and you're not.
Yeah. Well, I can show it. I can show it.
Well, you can put it on the show's
Yeah,
page,
yeah.
facebook.com/NSLSTV.
Maybe I'll post it later. Maybe
Maybe
I
you
won't. All right, here you go. See?
Wait a minute.
Everyone at home?
Screw them. I want to see it first.
Okay. Hit the
Oh, I want to pet him.
What you really want to pet is somewhere up in one of those trees, like by there, is a bear cub. And it
Oh,
was
is there?
It was adorable. Like, I actually got some shots with my super long lens on my DSLR.
Huge.
But the bear cub was like this big. It was like the size of a large cat.
Oh.
It was like baby bear. It was
So-
like, oh, it's so cute.
And the bear is not even phased by this at all.
Well, that's because its cub is up in one of those trees.
Yeah, but it's like, now it's like, just looked at it for like a second. It's like, I don't give a shit.
Right. Well, it's probably because like her cub is like up in the tree. Otherwise, I'm sure she would probably run off. But the cub was up in one of those trees because it was about to get in the garden. So we had, the saluting cannon that we have.
Yeah.
Just set off the saluting cannon,
Oh, there you go.
and to try and scare the bear off. And all that did was make the little cub. All of a sudden, we just see this little black thing scoot up a tree. We're like, oh, it's the cub, and now it's not leaving. Damn it.
What did you learn?
Use 2 saluting cannons.
I don't think that's gonna.
No. All right.
So what, is your house over here?
House is like back this way. That's like if you go out on the porch. I know this makes no sense to you guys at home.
This is our show. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's us talking amongst ourselves. If you want to join in, you feel free.
Yeah.
So you go out on the front porch and then you look right,
By the chickens.
further.
But in
So
that
like
direction.
like like that
Was
other
that
like
the new thing that your dad did that he wanted to show you that day? When you broke into your car?
yeah, close to that
So
direction.
that's
yeah.
what your dad built that day?
What? Where?
Because I remember he did a bridge or something.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, Mom was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna poke around to some.
Yeah, it
stuff.
pretty much just hung out and look at it. It was like I have this beautiful 4K bear footage that it's great. I should probably send it to one of the local networks or something. But yeah, it's kind of neat. So I got that too. Doug, you do anything fun?
No.
All right, nailed it.
Ooh, why didn't you do any fun things?
I don't know.
What is that Photoshop that you keep working on?
Working, eh? It's for the Litchfield Hills Road Race. I'm trying to design a T-shirt
All right.
for me.
Just for you?
Yeah, so
And that's what you went with?
I usually run it. Yeah, sure.
Yes, you do, and I give you much credit because these 2 fat kids over here, they don't run.
All right. In that case, we're just gonna make you something hilarious.
What?
In that case, we'll make you a hilarious design.
Okay.
We'll talk after the show.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I would have played with it and be like, how close can I get without it swatting it out of the sky?
Well, I would have gotten it closer, except for the fact that trees.
Trees.
Well, when it's $1,000 drone, you don't exactly want to, risk be like, and if it goes to the ground, clearly the bear's going to go over and be like, nom 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 nom. Then there's no getting it back.
What now, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. Who's looking at who? Yeah, so that would not be would not be great.
Be prudent.
So I was like, all right, I feel safe about here.
I want to pet it.
Yes, as we do, we all. Hey, I hear you have some tech news.
Yeah. Not much. Again, another slow week, but to be fair, it's summer, so everyone's like, hey, everyone's outside, so there's not a lot going on. But when it's winter and you're inside, now we're going to have a lot of toys. Do you need to go? Do you have to go make? No?
I need a fan.
I'm a fan of yours.
Thanks.
So, let us start out with story number 1. And have you heard of this thing called the Nintendo Switch?
I have. It's that portable gaming console that has the detachable little controllers on the side, and you can also like dock like that screen, and then that dock will send it to your TV and all that other
portable
stuff.
home gaming system.
Device.
Yeah.
Yes, a portable gaming device. Who'd have thought of something like that?
I don't see detachable Joy-Cons on the side.
They make them.
Do they?
They do.
I don't see them.
I don't have them.
Then it's not a gaming console.
Sure is.
Your lousy 6-inch screen.
Yep. Nailed it.
I don't even think you're trying.
I'm not. Okay. As long as we have that clear.
That's very true. So.
Wait. Are they finally going to do something that every other console manufacturer in existence has already been doing for years and years and years and years, except not till later?
Yes.
Do tell!
Well, so as you know, if you've ever played an Xbox or if you've ever played a PlayStation or...
Since about 2001.
Yeah. You have had this cool little thing called an online store.
And Nintendo's like, hey guys, look what we just invented. Ah, damn it!
And online multiplayer and online chat with your friends.
Uh-huh.
Well, Nintendo said, hey there, folks, we're here too.
I just love picturing like some engineer in the back room who's been like slaving away on this. It's like, guys, look what we just made. It's got no one's ever done this before. This is amazing. You can take this and you can play with other people. And then they finally open the front door and he sees the bright lights in the billboards. He's like, no, I've wasted my life.
No, it'd be even funnier if he was in a basement and he comes up like, I finally got online multiplayer. I finally figured out how to do it. And they're playing Xbox One. He's like, yeah, it's great, dude. Yeah.
It's like some guy with just crazy hair and a long beard and 6-inch fingernails. I finally got it.
He's like, that's great, Ralph. Good to... Yeah, take that, you stupid freaking 12-year-old. Get out of your mom's basement. Die.
Yeah. Noob. So they're finally coming out with an online service.
Finally, starting in 2018.
Wait, 2018.
2018. So 6 months from now.
No. 2018 could be It could be 7 months.
It could be 7 months to 19 months.
19 months from now, if
the price is right.
They keep their schedule.
And knowing Nintendo.
And knowing
you got a
technology
50-50.
Yeah. Oh.
So here's the thing. You're going to get online play. Nothing new. You're going to get voice chat. Nothing new. And you're going to get a compilation of classic Nintendo titles, such as... Wait. Hold on. Those online...
Wait. Hold on. I'm holding on. Go ahead.
They have been modded for online multiplayer.
Really?
So now you
can
play such titles as Super Mario 3.
Ooh, with Mario and Luigi. Oh my. That is actually kind of neat.
It is. You can play Balloon Fight because that was one of my all-time favorites I've never heard of.
Is that the one where you had balloons going up and then you had or something?
That might have been Bubble Bobble.
Hold on, I'm looking for a Balloon Fight.
Okay. And Dr. Mario is another title they said will definitely be on the online store.
That's not those are such simple titles at this point, though.
They really are.
Online play with Dr. Mario. You can recreate that game in not a ton of time.
Now there's a couple caveats to all this.
Oh, good, because of course there are.
Now, right now they're saying that online multiplayer will be free, so evidently it's there somewhere. and it's going to be free until the end of the year. After that, then you're going to have to pony up.
Wait, until the end of 2018?
No, the end of 2017.
Well, that's good, because it's not even coming out until 2018.
Oh, there you go. But
Online multiplayer is free until it comes out.
Here's the kicker. How much does it cost?
Per month?
Per year.
Oh, they're doing it on a per year subscription?
Yeah, just like everyone else does.
All right, hold on. I'm looking up.
Did you see the price?
No. I'm
Okay,
looking up Balloon Fight. So it's this. Whatever this is.
Isn't that like Space Invaders or whatever?
Maybe. It looks like you're flapping with the balloon tied to you, which helps like for physics and stuff. That's kind of neat.
Science?
Science? I don't know. It looks lame.
Yeah.
So
What is the cost per year?
I'm gonna guess it's Nintendo.
It isn't good. It is Nintendo.
And
He paid
because
attention
it's
to this story.
Nintendo, they're going to ream you a little bit. $79.99 per year, and that's a guess. I did not actually read that part of the story.
Is that your final answer?
I think so.
Wrong.
My low or high?
High.
Oh, by a lot?
By 4 times.
$7.99 a year?
That would be 10. Does that workout really affecting you?
It really is. Brain no have
so-
oxygen for think.
So you said 80.
40.
and that's-
I mean 20. Fuck. Oh.
We figured out how to break Brad, make him work out, and make the blood go somewhere else.
I'm not used to this exercising thing, all right?
Yeah, the blood is all in here in the muscles now. It's not just all kind of up here just chilling. It's
It
like,
explains why everything hurts everywhere.
why? Where are we going?
No. $20 a year.
$20 a year.
Okay, Nintendo, now you have my attention.
But here comes the caveats.
That only includes...
No.
And if you want actual online play...
No. The voice chat is going to be in the form of a smartphone app that's going to come out this summer. It's not actually going to be part of the system. It's going to be part of your cell phone.
Hold on a second.
Hi, Brad.
Oop, hold on. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Brad.
I can't hear you.
No? I answered on the tablet. I don't even know if that works.
See, Nintendo did invent something new. I was trying to make a point of, oh my god, it's already been invented. Here, let's try that again.
I want to know why I didn't answer on the tablet. Yes, I want to answer. It says I answered.
Well, you did answer. I'm just not hearing you.
Oh. Is it because of this?
Maybe.
Am I on Bluetooth? No, I can't be. There's no Bluetooth here.
Call failed. Well, I'm going to try this.
Yeah, I can answer it there.
You can.
I'm more pissed off that it's not working there.
Dissecting a frog. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Brad.
I just invented voice chat.
No way.
Yahweh. Not Hebrew.
Oh. Hey, it's German techno. Yeah, but here's the thing. The equivalent of what you're saying is that if you want to do online chat, you would have to go online and get the cell phone number of every single person you ever played to call them and be like, okay, we're all here. It's like, oh, wait, Billy's mom's still using the phone. Hold on.
Or how about Skype or Voxer or any number of other
Well,
voice chat
you can't
things?
do Skype because Microsoft owns that.
What? Burr.
Exactly.
Anyways.
There's going to be a companion app, and that's how you're going to do
All
that.
I'm trying to say is that is dumb.
But that's how they're keeping the price down.
Really, that's how they're keeping the price down, because they can't integrate it. Listen, the Switch is a computer, right? Program
Yes,
the computer to do voice chat. Come out with like the little handheld like accessory or a little Bluetooth, both ends, Bluetooth headset, you know, You all right?
No.
Like a Bluetooth headset or something, so that you can actually talk without having to have an extra device.
Well, here's the problem.
Which is what Nintendo didn't do anyways, because they're like, oh, if you want a game, here's an extra device. Matter of fact, let's make it 3. Let's just add another one. Phone, so you can chat with people. 4.
No, now
Let's add your headset. 5.
Now think about this. Here's the issue.
I am.
Well, think about this part then. You,
Go on.
if you have all your stuff plugged in, or all your ports in the main portion of the show here,
Uh-huh.
and then you go home and you put it in the dock,
Uh-huh.
how are you going to get to all your audio jacks and all that stuff?
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth what?
Headset.
The headset to that?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I just said.
Then if you're portable and you want to play,
Oh, my.
you got to realize that your freaking Joy-Cons are right on alongside.
Right.
You can't have any Bluetooth in that. You're going to freaking run the battery out in no time.
What, a Bluetooth headset?
Eh,
No.
probably chew it up.
In Bluetooth, you have low energy Bluetooth, which takes almost no power at all.
Almost no power.
Pretty much.
When you're trying to keep the attention of a 4-year-old so they don't
Right.
run around like a basket case in the supermarket,
Right.
you need every precious milliamp of power.
I'm just saying, do a low energy Bluetooth headset with the Switch. It's stupid not to.
But that's probably how they kept the cost down. They're like, we're going to do this. We're not going to put this.
They still have to program the software for the phone, and not only do they have to program it for the phone, they have to program it for iPhone and Android instead of just programming it for the flippin' Switch.
I'm sure there's a reason. We're just
But
not.
it's not a good one. Whatever it is,
I never
not
said
a
it
good
was
reason.
I never said it was a good reason. I just said there's probably a reason. Now, along with voice chat, multiplayer invite features will also be done through the app. But if you think about it, that's kind of cool. Now, stick with me for a second. You're sitting there, you're trying to play games, and then you're like, oh, I want to invite people. You don't have to do like with the Xbox One, just like hit the menu, go to... Cool. Wow, Doug is bored. You have to go to the menu, you have to go into your friends, and you have to go find them, and meanwhile, the game is paused.
You're freaking out, man!
You are freaking out, man. You can be play. It's like, oh, I want to invite them here. Just grab that, go boink,
But
and
you can do that
done.
from Xbox app.
Have you ever used the Xbox app?
This is what I'm saying!
Yeah, you don't use the Xbox app because you don't have to.
Right!
But if you have to use it, then you're gonna use it.
Oh, no, but no one wants to. Oh, just integrate it into
Maybe
the
young
plug
kids
and-
want to. You gotta realize, Nintendo has fun games, they have fun characters, they have fun background.
And shitty software development. Anyways.
Well, that's why they're probably in third place right now behind Xbox and PlayStation.
4th.
Who else? Well, just mobile as a whole.
Yeah.
But wait, there's another little kicker in here. You ready for it there, Tiger?
I don't think so.
Well, here it comes anyhow.
All right.
If-
You're saying I don't have a choice.
Correct.
Much like those of you at home who have the channel stuck on cable 5.
Because-
Sorry. Anyways.
Remember, replace batteries often.
Yep.
If you want to listen to both game audio and the voice of your teammates, you need to buy extra hardware.
Such as?
They didn't go into specifics. They just said that additional hardware will have to be purchased.
Right, because you have some sort of headset plugged into your Switch, and then you have to have some other headset plugged into your phone.
You just use earbuds and do one and one. Hold on, there's somebody on our left. They're coming along our flank. Now I don't hear them anymore. Well, that's because they're on the right side, and that's where your chat audio is, so you're not going to hear them.
Dear Nintendo, you're stupid.
WTF, mate.
DUM dumb. Well, it sounds like Nintendo really doesn't have their shit together.
Nope.
All right. Good times.
They're like, let's make a system that's both portable and a home system, and you can just take it with you when you want to play. Awesome. What about this stuff?
That's the thing, though. That's what kills me. Is like, okay, they're like, let's make something that is super cool, can be used anywhere, except for the fact that when we want to introduce online features, we're going to make your life a living hell.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Do you want to move on before your head explodes with
Now, what else you
stupidity?
got with Nintendo?
No, nothing with Nintendo. We're
Oh,
done.
okay,
We're
all
done
right,
with.
yeah, then yeah, let's move on.
We're done with the Switch now. All right. So
the Switch.
Google Chrome is my favorite web browser.
It is the shizzle bang.
That is my favorite. I don't use anything else. I make my parents use it. They don't know the difference.
It's
I'm
the
sorry, Mom and
bestest.
Dad, you don't know the difference, but you're using Chrome. Be happy. Yay.
Yay.
In early 2018,
In the year 2018.
they're going to be releasing a version of Chrome that is going to automatically block annoying ads.
High five.
Now, the definition of annoying
Are probably non-Google.
is actually outlined by the Coalition for Better Ads,
Really?
which I didn't know existed until I read this story. I'm like, that's a thing.
Please stand by. I'm looking up who is part of the Coalition for Better Ads. Anyways.
I am. So what that means is that, all right, so Brad, you watch a lot of porn. So you can actually attest that when you go on the websites, that
I don't know what you're talking about, Jay.
me either.
Yeah.
You'll get pop-ups. But the most annoying is those when you're like on a website and then all of a sudden it opens another page and you don't know it. And then you just have this audio coming from nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Or you're actually just,
Would you like a new iPhone?
no, go away, stupid ad.
Yep.
But that's the really annoying part where, like, you'll be on a web page and, like, there's a little built-in ad somewhere that's just absolutely ridiculously loud. And you're like, what is that noise? Where is it coming from? And then you look at the tab and the little speaker icon's there saying, hey, there's audio coming from this tab.
way,
And you're like, where are you? Stop.
By the way, there's a way to there's a feature in Chrome. You actually have to go dig in to turn it on. But there's a way to turn it on so you can actually click the little speaker icon and mute a tab.
No way.
Yeah, why?
That's cool.
Not Hebrew.
Oh. Okay.
So just in case you're wondering, I'll go over a few of like the major members you may know of or may have heard of. And I'm looking at this list. There's probably about, I'm going to say 50 to 100 total.
Wow.
So like Facebook, Google, News Corp, News Media Alliance, Omnicom Media Group, Procter & Gamble, Washington Post, Thomson Reuters, Unilever.
Unilever.
Yep. World Federation of Advertisers. You probably haven't heard of them. IAB.
Oh, of course, the IAB, the International Association of Broadcasters.
Yeah.
I actually pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah. And
Seriously, I kind of guessed.
There's various other, country-specific organizations, but so it's not necessarily Google-specific, although they are one of the members.
Right. Another one that I hate
Yep.
that websites do is when it's like, I want to read this article. It's like, not until you watch this 10-second ad that's completely covering the page and you can't make it go away.
Right.
It's like,
honestly, I will dictate my content choices by if that pops up, I'm like, page closed, don't care that much. If it really interests me, I'll find that same information somewhere else.
one thing that happens with Android, I don't know if it happens with Apple, but like on Facebook, there'll be a thing from a Ranker or something like that.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden you go to a page and all of a sudden the phone starts vibrating. It's like, oh, you've done this. And then it brings you to a page. It's like, congratulations. You're one of 10 people, blah, blah. And I'm like, is this a virus or is this just a really annoying ad? And then you hit the back button. It's like, do you really want to leave this page? It's like, yes, leave the page. And it's like, go away. Stop.
Not quite such a pain in the ass on Apple.
No, I think that's just, it really is an Android thing. And I get that.
Yeah.
So anything that makes you wait to read the content, it's like, no. I mean, I get you got to make your money, but put a freaking banner ad somewhere like everyone else and just let me read what I need to and make your money that way.
Yep.
So the cool part is that this new version of Chrome is actually going to alleviate a lot of this. And the funny part is that Google is the one spearheading it, and they make $20 billion with a B, billion dollars a quarter off of advertising. That's $80 billion a year
That is a lot.
on advertising, and they're the ones spearheading to have less advertising. Maybe not less advertising, but the method in which they deliver it, which I respect that because I just want to go here and not be annoyed or have random people talking or random music blasting out of my phone or my PC at home. It's just like, please stop.
Well, Jason, you'll be happy to know
I'm happy already, Brad.
that I have just sent you what you can enter into your address bar on Chrome to mute, to have the ability to mute a specific tab on Chrome.
You think that would just be like an extension or something?
There are extensions, but this is built in. So, matter of fact, I'm going to go on Facebook right now.
Do you have to do it every time?
No. Once you enable this, now you can mute and unmute tabs. You just click the little speaker icon on the tab.
Oh, cool.
So I'm actually going to go to our Facebook page, and I'm going to paste the shortcut so people at home can do that as well, because that's kind of a handy shortcut.
It really is. Now, if you are a publisher and you're making these ads and stuff, you'll actually be able to see whether the ad violates Google's new standards with the Ad Experience Report, because that's a thing.
Ooh.
Now, they went out and all throughout North America and Europe, they asked 25,000 internet users what are the most annoying ways to sell something online according to opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what they said. For desktop, pop-ups number 1, autoplay ads with sound is number 2, large sticky banners, which basically is like, here's a banner. It's like, okay, scroll. And it's just like, nope, still here. It's like,
Yeah.
nope, keep scrolling. Hi, I'm still here. It's like, oh, god damn it. So sticky banner is just something that never leaves. It's just always there. You can't close it. Just will not go away. And countdowns that force users to wait before loading the desired page.
Neat.
It's like, we'll get to your content in 30 seconds. Watch this, slave pig. Now for mobile, because a lot more people are on mobile than desktop nowadays, number 1 is still pop-up. Number 2 is still auto-playing ads with sound. 3 is still large sticky banners. And actually, it's the top 4 are the same on both. Ads that take up more than 30% of a screen is on there.
That is annoying.
That is very annoying. And flashing animations. Oh, and full screen scrollovers.
Nothing.
Let's see. So they're saying that when Google starts enforcing this better ads thing, these types of spots will be purged, and it will not bother you. And I might go to California and hug Google.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
But
By the way, I literally just posted the link on our Facebook page.
cool.
So you
Go
can,
there now.
Like literally just now. You can see the link to enable the ability to mute tabs on Google Chrome.
Unless you don't know what the hell you're doing, then
That's
don't
an
do
Not So Late
that.
Show. Top tip. No, it won't hurt anything.
It'll hurt something.
It'll hurt me if you don't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Would
what
you
the-
please think of Brad?
Please think of
Please
the Brads.
think of Brads.
Yes.
Everywhere.
If you don't, I'll
Uh,
gas you
hey,
out with another
Dig.
fart.
That's true. Dig,
I'll do that anyways.
you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. How long is your segment?
It's like 3 minutes, I think.
Okay.
All right.
You want to do that, or you want to keep
Yeah,
going?
well,
to
yeah.
techniques?
Are you ready for your segment?
Yeah.
As they say, not in France.
Hold on. Is the computer ready for it? Is the question.
All right. Well, you know what happens every week? There's sports.
Doug
and
takes
where
off-
there's sports,
Doug takes off his pants and runs
there's
around.
Doug. Are you talking about the spelling bee this week?
No, I should have. Where
You-
were you 2 hours ago?
You should have.
3 days ago.
That too. I was not here. Oh, there you go.
Robot win?
I was. What's that?
Did the robot win?
I don't know. Wait, there was a
The
robot.
robot always
Robot
wins.
or something, or a drawing Pepsi machine or something that's competing? I don't know, maybe not.
I didn't pay much attention.
I was rooting for the Pepsi machine.
Me too. I think we all were.
Deep down inside, we were all rooting for the
All
Pepsi
right.
machine.
So, without further ado, let's roll that beautiful bean footage of the one, the only Doug on sports.
Realignment. Why on earth should Auburn moving out of the SEC West to the SEC East matter to you? We'll let you know on America West, please. Does America West even still exist? Answer: no one knows. All right, so in the SEC, the Southeastern Conference, the Collegiate Conference, there has been talk only by Auburn, because nobody else wants it, that Auburn wants to move out of the SEC West Division and into the SEC East Division. Why should you care about this? A couple of reasons. First of all, there are Auburn fans living in this area. You heard me, in this area. Also, there are Tennessee fans and Florida fans and many other SEC fans also living in this area. But here's why. It's not just because, the other reason is, it's not just because of the Southeastern Conference, it's because everybody wants to realign because some division is dominating some other division. Now, the most outrageous example is the SEC, so that's why we're using this example. Okay, the SEC West is loaded. They win the SEC every year. It is stacked. It is almost impossible to win in the SEC West, and that's without mentioning that Alabama, the perennial national championship contender, is in the SEC West. The SEC East, well, they're a bunch of snake lights. So Auburn is talking about, not for that reason, mind you, but Auburn is talking about because it just makes geographic sense to jump out of the West with Alabama and all the other good teams into the East with all the snake lights. Now, granted, Kentucky and Vanderbilt are historically not competitive in football, and they're in the SEC East, so that's not going to change. But it's stupid to realign because, yes, the SEC West is so much better right now, but the SEC East will rebound. These things are cyclical. They're always cyclical. Florida will get better. Tennessee should get better. Everybody in the SEC East should get better. Keep in mind that Alabama, which now everybody is scared of, for most of the time since Bear Bryant passed away, Alabama had spent most of that time not contending or winning national titles, but trying to recapture the glory days. They hadn't been very good until about 2008 or 2009, and that will happen again. Now, yes, you could use the example that in women's basketball, things haven't caught up to UConn, even though they lost the national championship. They did get back to the Final Four this year. True, things haven't gotten back. They haven't caught up to UConn. UConn has not been brought back to the pack yet in women's basketball, which is strange because there's a lot of other schools that have good coaches and spend good money on good players. But realigning just about anywhere else because of a weak division in the NFL or MLB or college football, you're talking about a lot of places that spend a lot of money on a lot of good players. Things will change.
Things don't change.
Nothing ever changes. Everything stays the same.
Everything
forever.
always stays the same.
But, you know, it is true as far as a geographic sense, because you have Missouri, which is like 400 miles west of Auburn, which is the easternmost West team. So if they were to actually go to the East Division, then the West would have 7, and then the East would have 8, instead of the West having 8 and the East having 7.
Actually, yeah, that's what Auburn is claiming. Yeah, that it just makes geographic sense. The geography is wrong.
That's a nice cover story for trying to get into a division where they can actually win a few games,
Yes,
it's a beautiful cover story. But, yeah, I mean, look at a map. I mean, duh. I mean, Bob the other day, he just looked at a map and he was like, shouldn't we be in the East Division? Then we brought that up to the athletic director. He's like, well, I'll be. Thank goodness for Google Maps.
Doesn't feel like it should be that difficult.
Right. Well, I mean, it's funny because apparently they, like, when did they go to, like, the East and West, or how long has it been like that, Doug?
Like, I think it was 92 that they split.
Yeah, so 92, so that would be what, 25 years?
It would be 25.
If they haven't looked
Yes.
at a map in 25 years, that does not sound great for their educational program.
That's true. Oh, there's some fine universities, by the way. By the way, all the options on the table to realign do not make geographic sense either.
Really? What are the options?
I don't know. They talked about moving Missouri to Missouri would swap with somebody. I don't know.
Well, Missouri going west would make sense because they are the third most western team out of all of them. The only people west of them are Texas A&M and Arkansas, with LSU just east of them.
Just barely.
Just Bear Bryantly, yes.
Yeah, what was it? It was like Vanderbilt is west of.
Is west of Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah, so there you have it.
Yeah.
They should all swap.
Pretty much, yeah. So if you're going by that criteria, so it's like, 25 years is like, no, that's not winning. Has nothing to do with it at all. No, this is purely, we discovered we looked at a map. It still has USSR, we know, but we feel this is accurate enough to make the swap.
Wait, where's Poland? Isn't Poland still a country?
Yeah.
Not at this time.
Yeah, isn't that within the Soviet bloc still?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, thanks, Doug.
No problem.
Some beautiful insight there.
Thanks,
Wasted 3
Dick.
minutes.
Yeah. Well, I think it wasted more like 6 after our bullshitting session.
But it was a fantastic 6 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Haven't you watched any TV on any channel ever? It's pretty much what it is. It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
3
true.
minutes of content followed by like Talking Dead.
Hooray, I'm network filler.
Also possible show title.
Network filler.
Network filler.
That's funny.
It's funny because it's like, oh, here's an episode of Talking Dead. Like, hi, I'm Chris Hardwick here with Talking Dead.
Yeah.
For the next 3 hours, we're going to discuss this 1 hour episode. So, we're going to bring on all the cast of characters, including the ones that are dead and died in this episode, the ones that are going to die in the next episode. So, tell me what's your death like in the next episode. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, wow, all right.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler, no, wow, all right. We'll be back after this, after 18 minutes of commercials for another 3 minutes of content.
I was wondering about that, by the way. When they have people on
Yeah.
that haven't died, I assume they got to keep their mouths shut because they must know, because they must be shot several months in advance. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them must know who dies.
Oh,
who
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they know.
Of course, yeah, they know.
There have been stories about people who are kept in the dark until they find out that week that their character's dying or something like that.
Well,
But-
the interesting part is like, all right, so we'll take or Walking Dead for instance. Is at the I'm not spoiling anything here. At the end of the previous season, when Negan basically took a baseball bat to someone, they shot death scenes for every single character that could potentially be there.
Smart. See, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Then they revealed. I think the actor knew or actress knew. I'm not going to spoil for anyone. I really did. Who it was.
Never seen an episode in my life.
Good show. I haven't watched the last 4 seasons, but yeah, good show. I watched the first 3 or 4. It was good.
Isn't that most of the show's run?
Yeah, details. But sometimes they can do stuff like that. But I have a feeling they probably have. They always hire one network executive. He's called Tony. Have a good time on the
Hey,
show tonight.
Tony.
It would be a real shame if someone were to die besides in the episode. If I don't know what I'm doing, Christopher Walken all of a sudden. Would be a shame if someone were to die in actual life. You have a great time out there.
I don't know what just
Go get
happened. I have no idea what just happened.
I'm Christopher. I'm Tony. I'm his brother. His father, older brother. Anyways,
I'm gonna try to save you all from this. Please hold.
I'm just saying they probably just have someone back there. It'd be a shame.
It'd be a shame if something happened.
It'd be a shame if something happened to you. Yeah, forget about it.
By the way, Better Call Saul still good.
Yeah, it is good.
My opinions do not reflect retweets or whatever they say.
By the way, I also don't know how I suddenly shifted into Rodney Dangerfield, but all right.
Hey, it worked.
All right, no respect, no respect. It'd be a shame if something happened to you.
I wish he were still alive so he could play a hitman. That would have been great.
That would have been amazing.
That
Rodney
would have been awesome.
Rodney Dangerfield as a hitman. It'd be a shame if something would happen to you. No respect, no respect. Matter of fact, I may not kill you. Just send you home with my wife. Hell!
How did that not get made a mafia movie?
I don't
Rodney
know.
Dangerfield?
That'd be amazing.
All right, go to Brad's camera, por favor.
They call me Billy the Squealer because I talk about everything.
That's true. Now, I don't know how focused this is going to be, but I'm going to hold up this. Brad, what is that in front of your face?
It's a plane.
It is a plane, but what is that plane called?
The world's
Now, just to give you a point of reference,
It's I know what it is. I
This-
know who made it.
this little blob of black right there, that's actually a group of about 20 people.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
actual
huge,
humans.
It's humans. It's like something 2, isn't it? The
If
hell
you
is
mean
it?
the Strato launch?
Yeah,
Yes, that's
Strato
exactly
launcher.
what it is. Oh, you
It's
went
got
there.
6 engines that would go on a 747. It has a wingspan of
those-
387 feet.
I'm not flipping you off, really. That is about a crew of 20 people right
Yeah.
there. If that gives you... This is actually... It looks like a cherry picker or something.
Yeah.
But that gives you the... Oh, there we go. That gives you an approximate gauge of how large this
It
aircraft
is the world's largest aircraft.
It is the world's largest
Now,
It's
Jay,
so dangerous.
it also
It's
requires
fine.
like 12,000 feet of runway to take off, which is
If I apologize, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If an asteroid takes out one side of it, can the other side still fly?
It's
all
like a
the way to the
Siamese
ground.
twin.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Hey, I asked.
yeah, all the way to the ground. No, so, because, shall I reveal why it's such a large airplane?
What is its purpose in life, Brad?
Because they're going to strap a rocket, like, in the middle of that thing and haul that sucker up to 35,000 feet and shoot the rocket off there because one of the biggest reasons why...
Gravity.
Gravity, but not only that, air. At 35,000 feet, there's...
Thinner air.
Like 15 to 18% air density as there is at sea level, which means you have so much less air to push through, which means it takes a lot less fuel to move the same payload to orbit. Plus, you're already going to be traveling at like 400 miles an hour, which gives the rocket kind of a head start. So it's kind of like, and it's like, drop, fire! It's really just a much bigger version of like the Virgin Galactic like Spaceship One that they did and the Spaceship Two that they're working on.
Is it the equivalent of like, I'm trying to walk in 5 feet of water versus I'm trying to walk in a puddle?
Pretty much. That's actually a really apt description of it.
Ooh, I did good.
That's actually a great description.
It's like, I have a lot of resistance in this 5 feet of water, but it's like, here's a puddle, screw you.
Well, actually, think of it this way.
No, I did good.
I'm using the same metaphor. It's a case of, like, imagine you're trying to get to shore, okay, at a beach, except
because your straddle launcher crashed.
Right. Okay. Except you are, neck deep versus, walking to shore from, like ankle or knee deep or something like that. It's like you're like, versus that you're like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it's the same concept with rockets in terms of pushing through the air. And
so it makes a lot of sense to strap it onto this plane, which just goes, whee, off you go.
Right.
Well, be like, coming back.
Well, it's also interesting because this has been like suggested for years and years. In fact, one of the first space shuttle, like one of the concepts for the space shuttle, as they were like coming up with the design for it, was to launch it like that. Actually, like off the back of a 747.
Mm-hmm. Probably a little too small of a plane, but
details.
Just throw a tow chain out and be like, we'll take off, and they'll just kind of wag in the background.
As it's designed now, or as it was designed, yes.
Yeah.
But, it could be designed differently.
Oh, of course.
So that all being said, really kind of interesting, that like someone's actually doing it. So Scaled Composites making it. I believe Paul Allen is the major investor in the company, right, from Microsoft fame?
Sure.
I believe so. Because every billionaire is sponsoring some sort of space company nowadays. Jeff Bezos has Blue Origin.
Paul Allen's company, Stratolaunch Systems.
Yep, that's it. Elon Musk has SpaceX.
So when they say that
Richard Branson has Virgin Galactic.
Yeah. So when they say that this plane is all composite, what does that mean?
Carbon fiber and epoxy resin. So most aircraft have like aluminum like trusses and structure, or aluminum skin. Versus this is made completely of carbon fiber. And what makes that so interesting...
It's strong but light.
It's strong but light. But what is so crazy about that is, for anyone who's ever done anything with carbon fiber, so you're going to, you're laying it in a mold or something like that, and then you have to put it in an oven to cure.
You're cured. Yay.
Yay. Oh. Now, think of the size of that plane. Obviously, you're not, laying it all at once and then, curing it all at once. But the parts for that are clearly going to be enormous. To maintain that strength, you want to have as large a pieces of composite as possible. So the ovens that they must have to cure a lot of that stuff must be nuts.
Huge.
Now,
as you mentioned, 6 Boeing 747 engines. If you've ever seen a Boeing 747 engine, there's 6 of those.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Those are not tiny. Because when you land in Hawaii at Kona International Airport, there is no cool thing tube that comes out to get you. You go walk your ass down a set of stairs.
Those aren't even 747s.
Those are like 737s
or 757.
And I look at that, and I'm like, you're a big MFing engine.
Yeah.
The 747 is even bigger than that, and I'm like, that's a big engine.
Yeah, it's a big engine.
The payload capacity is over
1 million pounds?
500,000 pounds.
Yeah, it was only double.
Yeah, that's all right. The functional range of the Stratocaster 4 billion is...
Stratolauncher, you mean?
No, I like Stratocaster.
Well, I believe that's already
it's a good
copyrighted,
car.
But yeah, that too.
Functional distance?
I'm going to guess a couple thousand miles.
Exactly. 2,000 miles. around 2,000.
Yeah.
So depending if you're just like, let's go a little faster.
Yeah.
Or like, let's take a minute to get there.
Well, it's also interesting because that means you can take off with it and then like fly south with it closer to the equator, which makes more sense because you actually get additional orbital velocity when you launch it at the equator versus somewhere else. Plus, it's easier to achieve a geostationary orbit from the equator. Anyways, I digress. Go on!
And it also helps you get those things launched in bad weather.
Yes.
Because you just go over the weather. And it's
Yeah.
like, off you go.
Yep.
So the things of... I mean, do you really think they could launch an actual space shuttle that way?
How much does a space shuttle weigh? I don't know. I think space shuttle weighs more.
499,000 pounds.
Well, for one,
They just got in under it. I don't know if that's a true number. I made it up.
wait.
But while you look that up, the plans to have this fully operational by
the
the
space
end
shuttle.
of the decade.
All right, so... Well, the space shuttle weighed 165,000 pounds empty. Its external
With-
tank weighed 78,100 pounds empty. And the solid rocket boosters weighed 185,000 pounds empty each.
You're going to be
Each-
damn close.
Yeah, if it were empty and you want to glide it to the ground.
But if you think about it, think of how much less you would need if you're already at 35,000 feet to get through all that gravity and resistance.
Here's the interesting part of it. So,
Tell me.
if you combine
Yes.
all of those parts plus all of the fuel required, 4.4 million pounds. Only 9 times more, basically, than the payload.
That's fine. They'll be able to find a way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Bum, 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 bum. All right. Anyways, so that's pretty cool, though. But they're not going to have a launch until 2019.
Yeah, they're saying fully functional by the end of the decade, so 19.
19, yeah.
1920.
1920. Yeah, that's still. Yeah.
But can you imagine if they could just launch a shuttle from up there?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be
I'm
pretty
sure.
cool.
I'm sure they'll be able to launch some sort of, vehicle or.
How much
satellite.
fuel does the shuttle itself hold?
I don't know. Looking. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it doesn't.
I
have a Brad story next.
That wasn't a Brad story. That really felt like a Brad story.
I have another Brad story.
I don't know, cause like you're also. Okay, the empty weight was 78,000 kilograms. The gross liftoff weight was 110,000 kilograms.
Which in American is?
Uh,
That
Hold on, kilogram.
That actually smells like
It's-
broccoli. That's weird.
2 pounds is 242,508 pounds. But keep
That's-
in mind, like that wouldn't include like the the external fuel tank with all the fuel.
Right, I'm not thinking
That
of
would just be like a fully fueled shuttle with no solid rocket boosters and no external fuel tank.
Yeah, but by the time those things break off, aren't they pretty much just hitting 35,000 feet, or is it well above that?
Damn you and your internet questions.
For once I actually have intelligent ones. I'm proud.
I think it's actually pretty far above that. I think it's around 60,000 feet, but I'm not positive. Shuttle, solid, rocket, booster.
So here's what I'm getting at. Is it possible to actually get the Stratolauncher 4 million high enough where they could just have just the shuttle fully loaded, get it up there, and just have it go from there and actually be able to get into space as needed?
Stand by. No.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
You would still need way too much fuel.
Nah.
The solid rocket boosters are jettisoned from the space shuttle at a high altitude, 146,000 feet.
So 3 times as high.
Oh, more than, yeah. 4, yeah. So, yeah. So, no. It's far too heavy a vehicle.
Well, as they work on things and technology improves, they'll get...
Like I said, if you want to launch something like one of the Dragon capsules or something like that, yeah, then it's suddenly feasible to do something like that. But who knows?
Not me, because I'm just a plebe. Now,
Uh-huh.
moving on, still sticking around in space, but on the ground level
Don't you
floor.
mean space?
Construction is starting on the world's largest optical telescope,
Neat.
which is in Chile.
Chile.
And it is
Is
called...
that the very large? No, it's not the very large array.
Nope. It is called the ELT.
Extra large telescope.
Nope.
European.
Nope. You have the large telescope. It's the E you need.
European large
No,
telescope.
you already said that.
Oh, damn.
Blood, back up.
Economically impractical.
No.
I don't know.
Extremely large telescope is legitimately the name. It's the extremely large telescope.
All right.
They are now
Gone from blow to suck.
cool. They went the other direction.
Yeah.
They are currently building the main structure and dome ahead of its initial service in
2021.
4.
Really?
2024.
That long. Whoa, science takes a while.
How wide is the aperture?
32 meters.
Keep going.
38 meters?
Keep going.
45 meters.
Not that far.
40 meters.
Little further.
41 meters. 42 meters.
Oh, you're doing such a good Price is Right thing there.
43 meters.
Yes, there
All
you
right.
go. A 43 yard aperture.
Yard or meter?
Yard. It's the same thing, basically.
Really?
How far off is a meter to a yard?
39.37 inches in a meter to 36 in a yard.
All right, so it's off by 3 inches.
So it's 43 yards?
43 yard aperture. So it's going to be the largest optical telescope,
Makes it 39.319 meters.
which in feet for the rest of us that are...
Oh, for crying.
American? We're
Well, 43
American.
times 3.
I don't know how to do math. That's why I do a public access show.
129.
Thank you. See, that's why Doug knows, because he's not on TV.
Yeah.
He can be smart. So what that's going to do is going to help it capture far more light, which will give it a chance to spot particularly distant galaxies, find smaller planets, and capture much better detail of larger planets.
Meteorama!
The full capabilities won't come online again until sometime in 2024, and that's when they're going to start the second construction phase. And it could actually be a few years after that before it actually lives up to its full expectations.
Saying it's going to be a while.
So the start of the construction also marks the connection of its home to Paranal, P-A-R-A-N-A-L,
I guess.
Observatory, which is where the...
Oh, Paranal.
Paranal.
It's Spanish. All right, never mind.
Shut up, you. Which is where the very large telescope is, to the Chilean electrical grid.
Okay.
And that simple little addition promises more reliability, lower cost, and a reduced environmental footprint. So that's good for Chile. And hopefully they're going to build a lot more like that so we can find a lot more stuff and be like, are we alone here? Probably not. Let's see. And this is our last story, and then we're going to have coming to home theaters. Scientists have figured out... Science have figured out how your brain differentiates faces.
Oh.
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 Oh. Is it because your brain is very good at counting?
Yes.
6, 4, 8, 9.
They found that the brain only needs around 200 neurons to differentiate faces from each other.
That's it.
That's it.
It feels low.
So what is a neuron for the rest of us? Peons.
Brain cell.
Ooh. I have a couple of those.
Let me rephrase that. A widely interconnected brain cell, but yes.
Spreading its...
It could have thousands of other connections to other neurons in the brain.
Cool.
It's like a net.
So here's how they did it. Scientists first showed monkeys, because why not? Monkeys are cool people. A set of
Monkey
pictures.
see, monkey identify pictures.
That's true. They showed a set of pictures, and recorded which face cells, because they were doing all kinds of weird monkey stuff to them, I guess, which ones fired and which ones didn't.
Here's the thing, though.
What? No, you're ruining my monkey story.
But no, like...
But it's a monkey story.
I'm sure that... Were they doing a functional MRI, an fMRI?
I don't know exactly how they identified it, but they did.
Well, even like the most detailed ones, you're talking like, like a couple of millimeters, like resolution, like a couple cubic millimeters resolution. Even in the best case, and even at that resolution, it's like functional MRIs. You can't even get that. It's like more like a centimeter cubed or something like that. you don't have enough resolution to really tell you how, like, what group of cells. It's like, oh, one block lit up. Well, there's a million cells in there. How are you able to say it's like 200? You can't. I think they're bullshitting their way through that news story. But go on.
You son of a bitch! You ruined my monkey story.
I know.
You're
Haven't
not
you
allowed.
always
You're
wanted
not
a
allowed
monkey?
to. No. Fuck you.
That's right,
All
bare naked ladies.
That is very true. What they found was that single cells weren't responding to single faces. Instead, each cell was encoding a vector.
What's your vector?
Victor. Or one direction in facial space. So. And a single neuron may respond only to a certain distance between a person's eye or some part. So, like, one thing is just like Brad knows.
Okay.
So now, while there are tens of thousands of neurons tuned to facial features, you only need about 200 to uniquely encode any given face.
All right.
So here's what they did. The signals from just that small number of cells can encode enough information to be able to differentiate that from others that the brain's encountered. So once they knew what they were looking for, the researchers were able to show a monkey a new face, record the cellular activity in response to it, and then reconstruct the face that the monkey was seeing.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And they actually showed, shown
Side by
and side, and it was
intriguing.
very, extremely close.
Now, here's the interesting part. Were they showing it people faces or monkey faces?
People faces.
See, that's different.
How?
All right.
People faces are just as different as a monkey face.
They are, but, like, all right. I challenge you to...
Be a monkey.
No, like... like, your dog or... I mean, generally they know who you are, but... You have, like, to be able to, like, look at, like... 30 German Shepherds, okay?
They all look the same to me.
This is what I'm saying. Because they are not your species. If you looked at the faces of 30 monkeys, right?
They all basically look the same.
They basically look the same to you, right? So, given that information, for monkeys, for them to look at human faces, it would generally be the same. I don't think they've tapped into the human, or to face recognition. They've tapped into object identification. Just two completely different things.
Not necessarily.
Sure.
Yeah, but what would you do for something that there's so many different of that they could duplicate the test with, like Legos? Build something out of Legos.
What they should have done is they should have showed the monkey faces. They should have taken, like...
The researchers wouldn't know the difference between them.
Sure they would have. Because they've encoded the photos. Like, if this is monkey 37B86.
That's a good monkey.
It's a good monkey. That's a great monkey. That's a
It is a
great monkey.
great
Yeah, really
monkey.
good. But no, that's what I'm saying. It's like they should have had 30 different monkey faces or something like that. And then, you can scientifically, like, okay, this is the distance between the eyes, this is the distance between, the bridge of the nose and the bottom of the nose, distance between the eyes and the mouth, from the eyes top of the head. They can take those mathematical and they can break it down mathematically and stuff like that. But for them to show them people faces instead of monkey faces, I think it's probably going to trigger a different part in the brain because, like, clearly, monkeys can tell the difference between other monkeys.
Yeah, but they can tell the difference between their own kind. They're telling the difference between the different species.
Well, they're looking at the difference between human faces.
Right.
And that is likely to trigger a different part in the brain than if they were to look at monkey faces because it's a different type of facial recognition.
But you're missing the main point of this is that they were able to say, this is what fires, this is how it fires based on what we're showing them. Now we're doing it the back way of not...
Right. Great. They can do that.
And they reverse engineered the face based on what was firing up here.
But they did object recognition. I think they're showing that they can reproduce the object recognition.
That's
not
cool.
facial. That is very cool,
That
but
is
it's not
very
facial
cool.
recognition. I think they have a faulty experiment.
Well, when that experiment and all that data goes to facial recognition software, you're going to get laughed at by a bunch of
Listen,
monkeys.
you give me $5 million, a research lab, and 30 monkeys will bang this out in like 2 years.
How much of the $30 million do we get?
We spend it all on research.
Well, then
The
I'm not-
science.
Yeah, but I need to get paid too.
Something.
$20 gift card to
Yeah.
Walmart. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Coming to home theaters.
Near you, maybe if you buy it on Amazon.
Out Right Meow. This
Right Meow.
second,
That
Dad.
came out. So that came out what? This past Tuesday?
What's today? The 2nd?
Yes.
Yesterday.
Oh, Thursday.
On June 1st.
But normally home theater like movies and stuff come out on Tuesdays.
Not when it's Netflix. It comes out when it wants.
Oh, that. Whole
That's why it's coming to home theaters.
Do you have House of Cards on there?
No, because it came out before June 1st.
Yeah, but House of Cards is out on Netflix.
Hey, House of Cards is out.
I watched all
House
of it.
of Cards is out.
It's good.
Don't worry, Brad was going to wait for his trip to Iceland to watch
Didn't do it.
Didn't make it.
Didn't make it. Made it like a day and a half.
I was going to say. So already out. Dad, you can go on right now and you can watch these things. Mom, you can watch too.
New on Netflix.
13 going on 30 from 2004. Arrow season 5 from last year.
I watched a little bit. Never really got into it.
The movie Catwoman from 2004. Was that Alicia Silverstone or
Nope, that
Michelle
was
Pfeiffer?
Halle Berry.
Oh, Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Oh, that version.
Yeah.
Wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer a Catwoman too?
Maybe. All I know is the 2004 version's the awful version.
They had Halle Berry?
Yeah.
But it's Halle Berry in tight leather. I mean,
True. It's also got no plot.
who needs plot when you have Halle Berry in tight leather?
And really, you need a plot.
Full Metal Jacket,
Okay.
circa 1987.
Yep.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, circa 2000.
Your
I think
perfect
that should
summer
be-
viewing.
Yeah, exactly. Was that the Jim Carrey version?
Wait,
2000?
What? From what year?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
It's from 2000.
2000, yes.
Yes. Jim Carrey.
The Sixth Sense,
Okay.
99. Young Frankenstein.
He's dead. Spoiler.
Yeah, I was say if you don't know by now. Even I knew
Yeah.
that. I've never seen it, but I still knew that.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Oh, dick. Young Frankenstein from 1974.
Oh, great movie. Great movie. All-time comedy classics.
It has oh god, the German actress. What the hell's her name? She's in it too.
But it also has...
The one who played Lillian von Stupp in
No,
Blazing
that's what's
Saddles.
his name? Gene Wilder.
Is it Madeline Kahn?
Or no.
Yes, thank you.
Who
No, it's Gene Wilder.
yeah, Gene Wilder. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
Mel
Madeline
Brooks.
Kahn is in it also.
Yeah, Mel Brooks movie. So yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
good.
It's good. Zodiac from 2007.
I never
It
watched
sounded
it.
familiar, but well, now you can go watch it.
Yeah, all right.
Coming June 7th, DreamWorks' Trolls from last year is already out and about.
Well, that feels like a waste of time.
Yeah. And it is, says
Doug
Doug
confirms,
with the
waste
kids.
of time.
June 9th, you're going to get Orange is the New Black Season 5.
Maybe I'll save that for Iceland.
Doubt it. Actually, you're going to be so... Well, you're not going to be that close, but
It'll be close.
it'll be close. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 comes out on June 15th, and June 17th, Grey's Anatomy Season 13.
Yay to Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like that
And-
series.
And Scandal Season 6.
You know, I watched the first season of Scandal, I think. It was good.
Was it Scandalous?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to Hulu for your home theater. Hulu.
Who?
Hulu.
Oh.
America's Got Talent Season 11 premieres coming
Season
out.
11.
Yeah. I didn't think we had that much talent. Although I saw a I didn't...
No,
I don't,
we still don't.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't actually watch the episode, but someone put it on somewhere for this like 12-year-old girl that's a ventriloquist.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
I'll watch
I
it on
can-
YouTube after.
Yeah, she got
And
the
skip all of season 11.
yeah she got the golden buzzer, which I think means she gets a back massage for free or something.
I think that means she gets through to the finals, but yeah.
Yeah, to the live shows or something.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now, circa 1979, and Apocalypse Now Redux 2001 edition, both coming,
Well, Redux is just a re-edited version of that, but yeah.
and shinier. The Black Stallion, circa 79. Carrie, which I've heard of, never watched.
Horror
Big-
movie.
Big surprise.
Yep.
Circa 76. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, based after me. 1967. Runaway Bride, I've heard of it.
Also based on
1999.
Jay.
It is. I have run away from so much in my life. And
Oh.
Wayne's World, party time.
Excellent!
Woo!
Party-
Circa 1992. That's already out. MasterChef Season 7 came out today, so if you like your cooking stuff, you can go
And
and watch
swearing.
that.
Don't forget the
And-
swearing. Very
and-
important.
I do have to say that Gordon Ramsay is one of
Gordon
my favorite.
Ramsay.
Yeah.
It
Rules
always
of
sounds like he's a little horse.
Like a pony?
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
Coming out tomorrow, Rules of Attraction circa 02.
Uh-huh.
The League Complete Season 7 comes out on the 14th.
Isn't that the one about fantasy football or something? Yeah.
I actually saw the first season. It was pretty funny. I don't know where it went from there, but it was funny.
I don't know. Probably to another season.
Probably. And then June 26th, Rick and Morty Complete Season 2.
Yay!
That you'll already be in Iceland, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But while you're there, if you got Wi-Fi, you can download it for the trip back.
Hot damn.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's it. You know what? I don't think I ever posted our top 3 from last week. But
Well, that'll teach you.
we don't have time to do one now because we only got 4 minutes left.
Well,
that's
here,
okay.
I got a couple news stories.
Do it to it.
All right. Well, did you hear about?
I did.
Well, did you hear about the unusual event yesterday when the person who was wearing the Mr. Met costume was fired after being recorded flipping the bird to at least one fan while in costume?
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
He only has 4 fingers, so he has no middle finger.
Oh. Ooh.
So how can you flip?
And the plot thickens.
So technically, you cannot give somebody the middle finger if there is no middle.
That's true. Huh.
Technicality.
Yep. Well, it turns out a Twitter user named Anthony DeLuca recorded the event as the mascot was walking between the bleachers to the New York Mets team's entrance. The show then shows the mascot turning around and extending his oversized cartoon middle finger to whomever was recording him. All right. Check this out.
Checking.
Do you like Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta?
No.
All right. Well, that classic dance floor from the movie Saturday Night Fever is being auctioned off next month.
Is for some reason in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, by the auction house Profiles in History. The 24x16 dance floor has more than 250 separate light compartments and was fitted into the 2001 Odyssey, a small club in Brooklyn, where the famous dance scenes were filmed. When the club closed in 2005, it was picked up by Vito Bruno. That is the most Brooklyn name ever.
Brooklyn Italian.
Yeah, Vito Bruno. One of the employees who's now giving it up. The auction house says it could fetch up to $1.5 million. No word on whether John Travolta will be one of the bidders.
But you don't get the light control unit that actually makes it do the cool patterns.
Details.
That's a separate auction.
Yeah.
But can you imagine that 250 light compartments, all incandescent? That would be like the equivalent of like plugging 9 houses with Christmas lights, all incandescent, all into the same outlet and be like, go! It's like, you just, because most newer houses don't have the little spinny dial on their meter anymore, but you just watch that number go. That's just going to eat energy.
Well, if you wanted a reason to not like Dunkin' Donuts,
Sure didn't.
coffee shop owner in Massachusetts received a cease and desist letter from Dunkin' Donuts. It all started when Steve Kapoulis of North Attleboro put up a sign in his shop window reading, "North now runs on mics." Soon afterwards, he got a letter from the donut giant claiming he was infringing on their trademark slogan, "America runs on Dunkin'."
Someone's playing Street Fighter.
Dunkin'. Kapoulis says he was surprised by the letter from the Canton, Massachusetts-based company. Kapoulis stresses his shop is the exact opposite of a corporate coffee chain. He has since taken down the sign. And I think that meant to say America gets the runs on Dunkin'.
That's very true.
Yeah, so
So before we go to our gratuitous...
just remember, Dunkin' Donuts, when you put out an asinine letter like that, TV shows will make fun of you and then make fun of your slogan, which you're trying to protect. America gets the runs on Dunkin'. And it's great because it's parody and it's funny.
It's true. So, there was a little story about a guy who didn't like 7-Eleven, so he opened up a 612. That's true. And his entire life goal now is to put 7-Eleven out of business because he hates it.
That's
and
funny.
he's going to open 612.
Where is this?
I forget.
Well, now I can't visit it. Oh,
Look it up.
I'm too lazy. We only have a minute and a half left in the show.
We got 90 seconds.
Hey,
So,
plugs!
Facebook.com/NSLSTV.
Where you can see your super duper Chrome tip. Yeah, for turn muting audio.
Yep. Let's see. We got
Twitter.com/NSLSTV.
YouTube.com/NSLSTV. Did you know Freddie W's page is no longer?
What?
It's now a page called Rocket Jump.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I knew that, yeah.
Yeah, the Freddie W
I
page
thought
is
you meant
gone.
it was all gone.
No. I didn't know because I was like, hey, let's go through
didn't know.
subscriptions. That's cool.
Don't forget, email us, nslstv@gmail.com.
If you have show ideas, things you want us to talk about,
Anything at all? Please, we're lonely. Email us,
You have any-
nslstv@gmail.com.
if you have a taste test you want us to try,
Yeah, that
certain
too.
different things.
Wow, that's some old school music. And hey, by the way, Midnight Replay, that's on in just nearly another
90
1
minutes?
hour, 30 minutes, and 35 seconds.
Give or take.
Hey, Jay, in 10 seconds or less, what did you learn today?
Poop. You?
I learned do not have burritos the same day you're going to be on TV for an extended period of time. So it's not advisable. Also, I learned that my digestive system does not care whether I've been exercising or not. It will still exercise its authority over me.
It's telling you who's boss and who is truly in control.
Yes,
It
and
is not you.
my